Kashif Naveed from Toronto, Canada asked, can Allah be seen and how does He look like?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear Kashif. Jazakallah for your question. Can Allah be seen and what does He look like? How about this? Can you see air? How about fragrance? How about taste? Can you see taste? Or can you see sound? You cannot. But yet you know that all these things exist. Likewise, Allah exists as well. The reason some people have started to believe that Allah Ta'ala has physical eyes like I do or you do, or physical hands the way we have, is because of certain verses which come in the Holy Quran and people not understanding what those verses mean. For example, it is mentioned in the Holy Quran that Allah Ta'ala has a hand, or Allah Ta'ala has a right hand, or that Allah Ta'ala has a left hand, or that Allah Ta'ala sees everything, or that Allah Ta'ala hears everything. These references make people believe that Allah Ta'ala, in order to hear, must have ears like I do or you do. They think that if Allah Ta'ala says that He sees everything, then He must have eyes with which He sees. Or that if He says that He has hands, then it must mean that He has physical hands. When something like that comes for Allah Ta'ala, for example, when in the Holy Quran Allah Ta'ala says that He sees everything, He does not need eyes to see everything. That is the beauty of the being of God. When Allah Ta'ala says that He sees everything, if His eyes were like your eyes or my eyes, He could only see to an extent. Picture this. You're standing at a beach and you're looking straight towards the horizon. You can see up to the horizon, but can you see beyond the horizon? Can you see and tell what is after that line, that straight line that you see right across the sea? You can't, because your eyesight, your eyes are limited. And that shows that you're a human being, that you're a creation of God. Our eyes are limited in their operation. But when it comes to Allah Ta'ala, Allah Ta'ala's eyes are not like our physical eyes. It's an attribute of Allah Ta'ala, which means that He can see everything. Likewise, when He hears something or everything, His hearing is not like our hearing. We, the human beings, can only hear up to a certain extent. After that, our hearing doesn't work. For example, if something is super loud, we won't be able to hear it. If something is at a very lower decibel level, we won't be able to hear it as well. But for Allah Ta'ala, that does not apply. This shows that Allah Ta'ala's hearing and seeing is different than mine and yours. This can only mean one thing, that these features of Allah Ta'ala are not physical features, and they are spiritual features. So the real question is, if Allah Ta'ala is a spiritual being with spiritual body and spiritual features like spiritual eyes, spiritual hands, can you see a spiritual being with physical eyes? You cannot. In order to see a spiritual being, you have to develop spiritual eyes. And yes, you can see Allah Ta'ala. How do you see Allah Ta'ala? By developing your spirituality, by offering your 5 daily prayers. You do that, and Allah will bless you with the spiritual sight, with spiritual eyes, with which you can see Allah. I hope that answers your question. Jazakallah.
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Also send in your questions to Ask Imam using this info.